Okay, it's Rick Taylor, 1955. We're fixing to go on a ride. We're going to do the Upper Pinellas Loop via Countryside and Duke Energy Trail. We're going to start on the trail here in Tarpon Springs, the Venice of the South. And we're going to follow the trail down to Dunedin. We're going to go up 580 to US 19. We're going to get on the pedestrian bridge, which is part of the Duke Energy Trail. I'll go across 19 on that, follow Duke Energy Trail to Tampa Road and East Lake Road. We're going to follow the Pinellas Trail at that point north and up to Keystone, and then we're going to turn west on Keystone and come back to Tarpon Springs, one big loop. We'll be recording it on Map My Ride. We're on the Antioquia AQ 177 Pro Max, 5 bars, and here we go. It's June 9th, Monday. Kind of an unusual day to take a long trip, a work day, but I wanted to get out and do something this morning before it gets hot. It's supposed to get up to 91 degrees this afternoon. Right now it's about 79. Feels fantastic. Exactly certain how far the trip is going to be. We'll know at the end when the Map My Ride tells us. But here we go. This is the intersection. I got hit by a car about 2 months ago. I'm fine. God bless you. Keep up the good work. All right, we're going to skip it up to pedal assist 5 out of 9. On the Antioquia. That'll bring us up to 18 to 19 miles an hour. And it's beautiful out today. There's a few people out. Like a fast e-bike. Big wheel, big tire.
Total distance 1 mile. Total time 6 minutes and 8 seconds. Average speed 9.8 miles per hour. Current speed 17.0 miles per hour. Time of day 7:44. Split speed
We got hit in the Tampa Bay area pretty hard last year. 3 hurricanes in a short pattern of time. And a lot of damage. A lot of damage to the trail. I recorded a couple of rides not long after the hurricanes, and you can see a lot of the damage. You can also look at phenomena. Dave Smith, Vids and Pigs. He recorded right after the hurricanes, and he has probably the best record of the damage done to the trail. Pretty sure he rides literally every day. I do too. But this is a little longer trip than I normally do. I think we just missed the light. But it could come up here any second. I think we just missed it though. Yeah, we just missed it. So we wait for a second. This is all part of the ride. It's what happens. You sit waiting patiently. Try to minimize the risk of getting hit by a car. Cyclists, e-bikers, and motorcyclists are killed every single day in Florida. Day doesn't go by that some of them are not killed. After this left turn here, we should be able to go. And continue on. Come on. There we go. primate sanctuary, it's also called. They have orangutans and chips and things like that there. And you can walk off the trail over there, which we didn't do today, and look through the fencing and see them in the cages. They do that on purpose for the trail. Nice and quiet, peaceful and cool. Alternate 19. They painted these beautiful murals on the underpasses. They're nice, beautiful. I love these HEB tires I put on here. I put them on right after I got the bike more than a year ago. They still look like new. They make a nice hum when you're going down the street. Real good grip. Everything good about them. Never had a flat. I also have slime inside of my inner tubes, just in case you don't want to get caught out on the road and get a flat and have to go through all of that. Especially since sometimes I go long distances and don't want to get caught away from
3 miles. Total time 15 minutes and 26 seconds. Average speed 11.7 miles per hour. Current speed 17.4 miles per hour. Time of day 7:53. Split speed 17.3 miles per hour.
Electric e-bike. XP 3.0 like I used to have before I got this. Problem with that bike is I got the extended range bike, which is a 14 amp hour battery as opposed to the 10 amp hour battery that comes on the standard electric bike. Well, I experienced something called range anxiety. Some of the places I wanted to go, I was scared I might not be able to get back. I started doing some research and found the Antioquia, the XP, or the AG 177. This has a 60 amp hour battery, 52 volt, 60. The extended on the XP 3.0 is only 14. This one is 60. They claim, Antioquia claims, 200-mile range on pedal assist if you're pedaling. 100-mile range. This is on one charge, by the way. 100-mile range, throttle only. I said, that's for me. It was a little more expensive. It was like twice as much as the electric. But I picked it up. I'm happy with it. I go wherever I want. I went down to St. Pete about a month ago. Unfortunately, that trip was a disaster. I had a breakdown, and I had to have my brother come down to St. Pete, well actually Largo. I got part of the way back. Pick me up. I didn't want to damage the bike any worse. I had, and this was all my fault, I had done a maintenance on the hub motor where I greased it, which you're supposed to do when you first get it after 500 to 1,000 miles. And when I put it back together, I didn't use thread lock, and I didn't get the screws tightened all the way down. And what had been going on, and I hadn't noticed it because it's underneath the brake disc, is the screws had started working loose. And I'd noticed a few sounds, but the actual brake pads keeps it fairly in place. The rotor and brake pads
Total
keeps it
distance 4
fairly in place.
miles. Total time 19 minutes and 1 second. Average speed 12.6 miles per hour. Current speed 17.5 miles per hour. Time of day 7:57. Split speed 16.7 miles per hour.
And it started making noise, and then I started looking at it, and I was just about in downtown St. Pete on the trail, here on this trail. And I noticed that there was a gap, and I go, oh man, I don't have the tools to work on this. I didn't have the tools with me to work on it. I jumped back on it, started heading back. Started getting louder and noisier and making weird noises and everything, and I got to a certain point and it started just making clatters and everything. I just couldn't drive it anymore. So I got off and looked at it. Every screw had come loose out of the hub motor cover, which holds the brake disc, by the way. Every screw had come out. I pushed it back on with my fingers with no screws in it, by the way. Their screws were all gone. And started walking it. I walked it about, I'd say 2 miles, with people offering to call for help and all this. This is a very heavy bike. It's 130 pounds with the battery. It's not pedalable, really, when the motor's not running. It's just too big. And so, and I'm old. I'm old, man. I'm 70 years old. So I finally got to a intersection, and I could see a 7-Eleven off to the right, and I was in Seminole or Largo, somewhere way down there. Picked me up something to eat and drink, called my brother, gave him the address. I guess he used GPS, came and picked me up, and me and another guy that was there loaded the bike up in the back of his pickup truck, and he brought me back. When I got back, I tore the bike apart, the motor apart, and replaced the screws with lock washers. No, actually I put lock nuts on them so I could tighten the lock nut down as well as a screw. I greased it real good before put it back together, and have had absolutely no problems since then. And what I think may have caused it...
Total distance 5 miles. Total time 22 minutes and 34 seconds. Average speed 13.3 miles per hour. Current speed 17.3 miles per hour. Time of day 8 o'clock. Split speed 17.0 miles per hour.
And what I think may have caused it was I was using my screw gun to take the screws off and on the hub motor cover. I had the wheel off the bike, by the way. And I was tightening the first one down, and I twisted the head off the screw. So I think that's why I didn't tighten the other ones down tighter. There's 6 screws. I tightened the head off one, so it left the screw in the hole. So I only had 5 screws holding the hub motor cover on. And I think since I didn't tighten the other ones tight enough, that that's why it had worked its way open. So when I rebuilt it, when I fixed it after the disaster trip, I was able to remove that screw. There was a little tiny bit of it still sticking up. I was able to remove it, and so now I have all 6 screws all set perfectly with a nut underneath each head of the screw, giving me a double holding power. And with it nice and greased up and everything, I've had no problems with it. I've gone on quite a few trips. I went 25 miles yesterday. No problemo. About time to put the shades on. I've had cataract surgery and lens implants, and it actually makes my eyes more sensitive to bright light, daylight, sunlight. So I get dazzled if I'm not careful. So, better safe than sorry, wear the shades. Neat little bridge right there. Just past Palm Harbor, or Ozona.
Total distance 6 miles. Total time 26 minutes and 5 seconds. Average speed 13.8 miles per hour. Current speed 17.5 miles per hour. Time of day 8:04. Split speed 17.0 miles per hour.
This is a Tampa Road crossing right here at the school. To go down to the Tampa Road on the east side, that's where you would turn off the trail. If you see this big old wall, you've gone too far. That was your Tampa Road turn back there. Duckies down in the slime. beautiful part of the trail here. Ooh, some storm stuff still stayed up. Well, that's actually a tree service. That might be stuff where they were putting trees. We're going at a nice, easy 18 miles an hour. Map my ride says we're going 17, but close enough for government work. A little confusion there, but she was nice and waved me across. I've got my veteran hat on today, by the way. It's got my cockade on the side of it from the old Guard Fife and Drum Corps. I just felt like wearing it. If it gets real windy, I'll have to tighten it down just a hair so it don't blow off. Ozone Marine on right there. And we're coming up on the pedestrian bridge over alternate US 19.
Total distance 7 miles. Total time 29 minutes and 47 seconds. Average speed 14.1 miles per hour. Current speed 17.0 miles per hour. Time of day 8:08. Split speed 16.2 miles per hour.
This is a neat overpass. It's totally screened in, top, bottom side. You can look around from up here. You can actually see the water over there. That's kind of cool. Because we're right near Dunedin Causeway. Real nice right here on the right. That's the remains of the old alternate 19 before it was actually a road, when it was a cart path before there were cars. That was the original trail that led south from North Pinellas County. There's a bunch of signage and everything out back there. We're not going to stop. Okay, we've still got the signal for a few seconds. That was good timing. Golf course on the left. Pinellas County Sheriff's Office on the right. And we're in Dunedin.
Total distance 8 miles. Total time 34 minutes. Average speed 14.1 miles per hour. Current speed 17.4 miles per hour. Time of day 8:12. Split speed 14.2 miles per hour.
Breeze coming out of the south here, but it doesn't affect us really. We're on an e-bike. Morning. That light that we passed through at the very end of, that was Dunedin Causeway. I forgot to mention it. I would have if we had gotten stopped at the light, but we caught it. Saved about 5 minutes. This should be a very short signal. And we got it. Hey! actually grew up here. Went to elementary school, junior high school, and high school here. Governor DeSantis graduated from Dunedin High School just like I did. I graduated a few years before him.
Total distance 9 miles. Total time 38 minutes and 24 seconds. Average speed 14.1 miles per hour. Current speed 17.2 miles per hour. Time of day 8:16. Split speed 13.7 miles per hour. Yeah, we could go a lot faster, but I think this is just about the right speed to enjoy the trip. It's not like we're trying to get anywhere. We're just going. So, as opposed to when you get somewhere to enjoy it, we're there, so we're going to enjoy it now. Okay, we're going to turn here. And go a little faster. This avoids going through downtown Dunedin. So we're off the trail. We're going east till we get to US 19. Not a whole lot of traffic here right now. Beautiful dog. He was just daring me to hit him. Daring me. That's okay. He's walking his big old pit bull. This sidewalk, it's not the easiest thing. I grew up just a few blocks from here. To the right. This should be Bass Boulevard, and it is. If you go down one block, turn left. Total distance 10 miles. Total time 42 minutes and 3 seconds.
Turn
Average
right
speed
again, I'm on the left.
14.3 miles per hour. Current speed 19.5 miles per hour. Time of day 8:20. Split speed 16.4 miles per hour.
Garbage day in Dunedin. We're going to go up to the street where the high school is on. I used to walk this every day because we live too close to ride a bus. So I used to walk this sidewalk every day and back home from school. Buy this electrical thing and everything. Every day I made this walk. And then I got a car, like in my senior year. It was my mom's boyfriend's car. He let me drive it. It's a 55 Chevy. No, I'm wrong. It was a 57 Chevy. And the kids at school loved it. I loved it. And then I went in the Army. Oh, we missed the light. We missed the light. We could cut to the right and go down to 580. I think we will. We'll cut over and go down to 580. And take 580 up. Is also called Main Street. We're going to cut across though as soon as these cars clear out. This is Main Street, 580. And we're going to turn left. Nice bike, bro. Looks nice.
Oh, yeah.
Nice bike.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good for you. No comprende inglés. He may be on a short list somewhere. That's all I'm saying. There's actually a bike lane. I've ridden on it. On the other side over there. So I'd try this. This is kind of interesting. A little sidewalk. Hopefully no one whips out of these driveways.
Total distance 11 miles. Total time 46 minutes and 23 seconds. Average speed 14.2 miles per hour. Current speed 16.8 miles per hour. Time of day 8:24. Split
Like that.
speed 13.9 miles per hour.
I might take this all the way up and I might cross over and get on the other side. Because we're going to take a right at 19 to get on the Duke Energy Trail. We still got a little way to go before we get to 19. It's a little up and down here. We might cross here, actually. See how long before we get this signal. Could be a few minutes. Could be soon. I don't think this is working. So we're gonna wait for this light. Yeah, that sun's starting to come up now. Yeah, it is. County Road 1, Keene Road. Okay, Keene Road, let me cross. After this left turn, we should be able to cross. We get up here a little ways, I'm gonna take me a drink of water. "50 minutes. There it is. We've been on this trip. Yeah, there's a bike lane. I've been on it before. It's not bad. Tempted. I'm tempted. Main reason you want to cross when there's a signal is if you get hit, you're in the right, they're in the wrong. Smells good here. There's some restaurants cooking around here. Shopping plaza on the right there, that's where it's probably coming from, but they're everywhere out here. Uh-oh, there's Buffalo Wild Wings on the right. Jersey Mike subs. Huh. Everything. Too bad it's too early to eat. Sidewalk is ridiculous. ridden on the bike trail on the side of the road before. Up and down and all around.
Total distance 12 miles. Total time 53 minutes and 40 seconds. Average speed 13.4 miles per hour. Current speed 15.7 miles per hour. Time of day 8:32. Split speed 8.2 miles per hour.
Wow, look at all this stuff in the sidewalk. Belcher Road coming up. Ooh, look at that. That bird crossed right in front of me. This is one crossing you definitely want to wait for the light. Belcher Road, 580. Guess they're building something on that corner. Big old truck pulling out. Okay, we should get this signal after this left turn goes. Then I need to stop and take a drink of water. There we go. Morning. Okay, you can start to see US 19 up ahead. It's the overpass. 580 goes under it. Take a right when we get to the intersection. Go down and get on the pedestrian bridge on Duke Energy Trail. Stop here in the shade. This is the overpass at US 19 where it crosses over 580. We've gone just under 13 miles. got 2 extra batteries in my pocket for the GoPro. Bad spot right there. But we're going to follow this sidewalk here down till we get to the pedestrian bridge that crosses US 19. That's part of the Duke Energy Trail.
Total distance 13 miles. Total time 59 minutes and 20 seconds. Average speed 13.1 miles per hour. Current speed 14.4 miles per hour. Time of day 8:37. Split speed 10.6 miles per hour.
Thank you. She's gonna act all scared and stuff. What's up with that? Countryside Boulevard. All right, we got it. And here we go. If you look up ahead, you can see that pedestrian bridge crossing 19. That's where we're going. Then we're going to follow the Duke Energy Trail all the way over to the Pinellas Trail at Tampa Road. I think that's the same guy we passed earlier. Somehow he went all the way around or something. Maybe it's a different guy. Yeah, it was a different guy, a different bike. Okay, we're going to get up on this pedestrian bridge. I'll show you how. Duke Energy Trail. And this is how we get up here. We turn right here. Someone living underneath the bridge. Okay, here we go. We're going to turn around and come back up the bridge. Now we're going to go this way on the Duke Energy Trail. US 19. Monday morning traffic. But we're on the trail now. Yep. Duke Energy Trail. It goes underneath the power lines. Unfortunately, we still have to cross a few roads, even on the trail. Ooh, it's nice and shady here, though, for it being in the morning. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Since it's starting to warm up, we're going to speed it up just a little to about 22 miles an hour. Ooh, there's a bunch of people coming in. Dude, I've got the sign. That guy turned, we got the signal. The bike signal. Oh well. This is Countryside Mall. Countryside Mall. We're going behind it. Many people on the trail. Monday morning, I ain't going to work. I'm retired. I'm out riding my e-bike on the trail. Living a life. Having fun. Having fun.
Total distance 15 miles. Total time 1 hour 10 minutes and 19 seconds. Average speed 12.8 miles per hour. Current speed 18.2 miles per hour. Time of day 8:48. Split speed 12.9 miles per hour.
Some kind of school on the right. Nice little piece of trail here. Big old power lines. Just about time to cut the grass again. Walking backwards. That's cool. That's something probably therapeutic.
Total distance 16 miles. Total time 1 hour 13 minutes and 20 seconds. Average speed 13.1 miles per hour. Current speed 20.3 miles per hour. Time of day
Duke Energy Trail. Okay, they're gonna let me go. Thank you. Okay, this is the end of the Duke Energy Trail. I don't know if they're going to extend it sooner or later straight. They're not right now. So we have to go this way.
Total distance 17 miles. Total time 1 hour 16 minutes and 48 seconds. Average speed 13.3 miles per hour. Current speed 7.1 miles per hour. Time of day 8:55. Split speed 17.3 miles per hour.
This will take us to Tampa Road and Eastlake, where they're building a pedestrian bridge over the Tarpon Canal. I don't know when it's going to be done. It's virtually finished, but they haven't opened the bridge itself. Maybe they're going to have a ceremony or something. We'll see it when we get out here. You'll see what I mean. It's all done. It's kind of like the Elfer Spur. It's totally done, as far as I know. But they haven't opened up the gate at the Pinellas Trail in Tarpon that would take you over to the Elfer Spur. Morning! It would take you over to the Elfer Spur. This trail here has some kind of name. I'm not sure what it is. Countryside Trail or something like that. This is steep hill. It's really as steep as it looks. We should get this right about now. And we do. Oh, okay. This is Curlew Road. Lots of little crossings here because we're right in the middle of all these subdivisions. Got a little bit of a noise coming from my back brake shoe.
Total distance 18 miles. Total time 1 hour 21 minutes and 28 seconds. Average speed 13.3 miles per hour. Current speed 17.6 miles per hour. Time of day 8:59. Split speed 12.9 miles per hour.
I've got new brake shoes for both wheels sitting at the house from Antioch. And I haven't gotten around to replacing them yet. But a little bit of noise coming from my rear brake. It stops when I press the brake. So I know that's what it is. See, it stops. That's my rear brake. What it is one of the shoes, or two of the shoes, are overly worn because the period of time when the hub cover was coming off, and now when there's no pressure on them, they're clicking in the brake disc. All right, this is East Lake Road on our right. This way and come out on Tampa Road. Coming up on Tampa Road, and the new pedestrian bridge, which they still haven't opened. There's still a barricade on the trail. Sure, I can get to this button. pedestrian bridge is done. I don't know why they haven't opened it. It's got a gate right at the bottom of the bridge. Looks like someone's tried to take it down. And it's got a big old sign at the head of the trail there. It says no trespassing. No trespassing. We're gonna drink some water. And we got the signal. As you can see, it says no trespassing. Someone's moved it over, and someone's tried to tear down the, or no, it's still up there. At the foot of the bridge, there's a big old gate. I don't know if it's been moved over. Let's go check it out. Nope, it's still here. I can't see if the one on the other side is still there. It's not locked into anything. I don't know why they haven't opened it up, but we're going to go through the parking lot to get to the other side. We could have just rode right over that pedestrian bridge and kept on going up Pinellas Trail. Nice and simple. Boy, this wind from this traffic is trying to blow my hat off. I better tighten it up just a hair. A little better. This is how we get to the other side of pedestrian bridge. We'll see if they still have the gate up on that side, on this side. Okay, battery number 2. We're at the bridge. And the gate is still up, but it's sideways. See? You could probably walk over it, but you can't get past it to ride. And there's a lock chained to the railing. How you doing? I wish they'd open that bridge up. Okay, here we go. The bridge is still not open. It is what it is. loop. We're headed north on East Lake. This is the portion of the new trail that goes along with the bridge. They've taken all the barricades off of it. This is open. It's just a shame that they haven't opened the bridge yet. See, they've taken all the barricades down where this started, where they just renewed this, and so it's open. But you get to the bridge and the bridge is closed. That was nice of them. There's an eagle up in the nest. And on the wire. Those must be young eagles. The one on the wire looked a little ragged, like it was young feathers. Nice wind blowing here. I think it's from the traffic. Because from what I understand, the wind's supposed to be blowing from the south and the west. But this is a headwind and we're going north. Must be from the traffic. Which unfortunately is going to be Monday morning traffic.
Total distance 20 miles. Total time 1 hour 34 minutes and 20 seconds. Average speed 12.7 miles per hour. Current speed 17.3 miles per hour. Time of day 9:12. Split speed 11.4 miles per hour.
Still on 4 bars. We're at let's see what we are on mileage. 20 miles. I think we're going to be pretty close to 30 miles when we get back into Target. So it looks like it's going to be about a 30-mile trip total. Still not too bad, even though I'm in the sun. It doesn't feel too hot. We're moving, 18 miles an hour, so we got a breeze on us. Another eagle up in that nest. Those are actually ospreys. They call them fish eagles. Osprey. Pop it up to pedal assist 6, get above 20 miles an hour at this point. Since we're not going to find virtually any shade. This is John Chestnut Park on the left. It's a great park. It's pretty big. It's right on Lake Tarpon. It takes up all the distance between East Lake Road and Lake Tarpon. There's a dog park in there and baseball fields, believe it or not. Big old observation tower you can climb up and look out over Lake Tarpon. That's cool. We're good.
Total distance 21 miles. Total time 1 hour 38 minutes and 14 seconds. Average speed 12.8 miles per hour. Current speed 13.6 miles per hour. Time of day 9:16. Split speed 15.4 miles per hour.
Shade, shade, sun, sun, sun. If it was afternoon, we'd be in shade almost this whole trail along here. But it is what it is. If it was at afternoon, it'd be 90-something degrees, feel like 110. Waited too long. Waited too long. And we're on again.
Total distance 22 miles. Total time 1 hour 43 minutes and 12 seconds. Average speed 12.8 miles per hour. Current speed 20.2 miles per hour. Time of day 9:21. Split speed 12.1 miles per hour.
Yep, this has been a fun trip. It ain't quite over yet, but it's gonna be so hot in a month or two. The only time you can do a trip like this is early in the morning. Still relatively early. It's 9 something. Down on the retention ponds and everything. We've been in a drought, believe it or not. Two little puffy clouds above us right now. I hope it's not going to drizzle. It's not supposed to rain today, at least in the morning. But those are some puffy little gray clouds. Everybody coming. Time to go. Well, at least some clouds are giving us some shade. They sure are. I guess that's what they're there for. Thank you, Jesus. My angels are working hard. Best time to ride before it gets too hot. Coming up ahead is the light at the corner of East Lake Road and Tarpon Road. We're going to be taking a left on the trail going west back toward Tarpon Springs, where we started. A big loop. A big loop. Not the biggest loop, but a pretty big loop.
25 miles. Total time 1 hour 53 minutes and 8 seconds. Average speed 13.3 miles per hour. Current speed 18.2 miles per hour. Time of day 9:31. Split speed 18.5 miles per hour.
25 miles right now. cars are weird looking. Yeah, it's a long night. It is what it is. It is what it is. Maybe we're gonna get it right now. And here we go. Pinellas Trail. 4.7 miles to Tarpon Avenue. That put us really close to 30 miles. We'll see what Matt, my ride, has to say when we're done. My longest run was to the Suncoast Trail via Starkey Wilderness Park. Then went on the Suncoast Trail down to Ridge Road Trail. Went up to the Lookout observation point on Ridge Road Trail. And came back. That was 58 miles. I was trying to do a Grand Fondue and ended up about 5 miles short. All I'd had to do was just keep going straight on the Suncoast Trail another few miles and then turned around and came back. That would have gave me 63 miles. I think Grand Fondo is 62. I ended up with 58. Good work, guys. Thank you for your work. This is the tallest hill on the trail. Pretty high up here.
Total distance 26.99 miles. Total time 2 hours 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Average speed 13.2 miles per hour. Current speed 18.3 miles per hour. Time of day 9:40. Split speed 17.7 miles per hour.
I think we're going to go straight. Go down to the intersection of Tarpon Avenue. Yeah, there's definitely a breeze coming from the southeast, southwest. Definitely. The trail turns there, but we're going to go straight. Believe it or not, this is not the trail. Not the official trail. It's actually pretty nice. It's concrete. This will take us down to US 19. This is Keystone Tarpon Avenue. I think we're going to pop in the Publix down here and pick up some ready-made lunch.
Total distance 27.99 miles. Total time 2 hours 5 minutes and 53 seconds. Average speed 13.3 miles per hour. Current speed 14.
You look more like Santa Claus than
Time
me.
of day 9:44. Split speed 17.7 miles per hour.
That was weird. You look more like Santa Claus than me. US 19 and Tarpon Avenue. Well, we should be able to go right after this. And we can't. And we're in Tarpon Springs. I'm going to turn left, go down toward Publix. So I think we'll call this one. Oops. Damn. I almost got run over. People be crazy, man. We'll call this one Rick Taylor, 1955, signing off. Till next time.